miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And he returns this to the 22. Richardson going right to the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They got 29 yards that time.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's across midfield. Room him to run. And finally taken down at the 15. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Pat the 60.
Here's Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of the drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
To throw is Daniels. Right side, there's Likely with it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen.
Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Now Daniels. This will be caught at Samuel. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Richardson looking to throw. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10.
Here we go.
31-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And Richardson back to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Richardson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Crack all 80. Ready.
Taylor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. He throws there, incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Get up. Cougar 19.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his...
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A short one there, caught by Warren. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In motion to tight end. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. They'll try and do it. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to move it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
19, Tiger, not
Off the play fake. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Cup 19, 70 Lions.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Pass caught, it's Lane with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he's going to step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. JT Tuimoloau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A give to Robinson on the option. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Mustang, Cougar 19.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Come on, set. Bronco 80. Ready,
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. DeForest Buckner. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And he will find his man Samuel. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Daniels going to throw for it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, 70 Rangers, Hawk 70, Hawk.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Ready? Press all 80. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. That is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion was way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
But one thing I know for sure. The standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go play action. Daniels. That's caught by Sinnott. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sinnott, 53 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Colts take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Ready, go.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Back to 60.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Richardson. He'll try and do this himself. And some room to run now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Makes the score. Commanders 35, Colts 23.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, What goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels, a 23-yard run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go. Ready?
Now Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning go right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
19, Sergeant. Mustang 19. Ready?
And Richardson looks to throw once more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Hold it ready.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Shot.
Robinson with another carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't,
that's the result you end up with.
Here we go. Here we go.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Okay, break. Get up, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Count through 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now it's Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Matt Judon able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Richardson working from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Back to the air with Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Come on.
To throw once more on second and 10. Richardson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Commanders 42, Colts 30.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Daniels. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Zaire Franklin. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it down this time to 17. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands you're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, come on. Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Drop 60, drop 60. Let's go. 19.
To throw is Daniels. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. JT Tuimoloau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw again on 2nd down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
60 by 6.
Richardson out of the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70, Timberwolves. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Ready.
Now Richardson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. And it wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Bronco 80. Go.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Red. Top 19. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.